Hello! Today we will learn to draw a seahorse. How do you draw a seahorse? I do not know, but we'll learn together. Yay!
Alrighty, how do you draw a seahorse? And I said to myself, I do not know how to draw a seahorse. So what did I do? I looked on the internet. And the internet said, hey, this is what a seahorse looks like. And to my great surprise and offense, a seahorse is not a horse at all. It is but a fish, a wee fish like this big. And so this false advertisement, this lie that the world has perpetrated, we will draw these non-horse, non-real horse fish. This is a seahorse that is not a real horse. So don't be fooled. These guys are making a fib to you. It is just a fish. All right, start with a circle. Bottom circle, you can go with the circle if you want, but I'm gonna go with a little bit of an egg shape because seahorses actually have quite profound bellies. So we need to have a little bit of a belly-loo right there. There you go. Never gonna say belly-loo again. That was dumb. All right, here we go. All right, we want the seahorse, not a horse, to have a nose, which is probably, I guess, where they get the horse part from, because horses also have noses, but so do elephants and lots of other animals have noses. But whatever. I'm gonna have kind of a nose here for the seahorse, not a horse, and then his head is gonna go back down like so to his bohunkus here. There we go, bohunkus right there. And then his belly goes right like this. So the shape is like, you know, it's too crazy to think about that shape as just a shape because that's not like really any single shape. It's not like a circle or whatever, but I find that when you draw, if you find the basic shapes, then you can add the other ones, and it works out a lot better. So with this guy, you just want to curve right in, right around that bohunkus. There we go. Now, here's the really tricky part. Seahorses, not a horse, have these crazy tails. Crazy. These tails can just like grab stuff, like a monkey tail, like that. And so we need to draw that. And that's going to be kind of exciting, I think. So he's going to have this tail. So this tail is going to also be kind of like right here. And we're going to make a circle shape because the tail wants to, well, you know what? We're going to move that. I'm just going to kind of have 3 circles kind of in a row. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. So this tail is going to go down and then do a spiral of misnamed fishes. All right, here we go. So that guy, it's got a kind of spirally tail. And then, see this right here? I'm going to connect it up like that because I like this shape better. Good. And remember, this erasing, not mistakes. This is how you draw. No one just sits down and goes, time for seahorses. Boom, 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 boom. False. Nobody does that. No one, not a single person. They start with these shapes and they build and they build and they build. Like this spiral, I'm going to want this guy holding on to something because I think that's kind of one of the most impressive things about seahorses, other than the fact that the males carry the babies. What do you think about that? That is craziness. So whenever you see a pregnant seahorse, that is a man horse. Crazy. Okay, so aside from that, which is amazing, we're going to have these tails like that, but it's going to grab something. I don't know what it's going to grab. It'll grab something on here, so we'll finish that in a minute, because when drawing with Brady, we draw with pizzazz, and I'm going to add some pizzazz down there. All right, here we go. We want his nose. The seahorse's nose, not a horse, is kind of that shape. Maybe that does kind of look horsey, doesn't it? But actually, that doesn't look like a horse. Horses have they don't have that kind of nose. Okay, so we're going to have that guy. All right, and then I'm going to throw that eye right in here. So you can do any kind of eye you want. You can do an eye like this, kind of fish eye. You can do an eye like this. For this one, I kind of like this eye because it's a little cuter. So I'm going to go with this guy. Boom. Now, here's some other fun things that these horses have. They have a fin right on the barrancas here, and that fin looks like kind of like almost like this geisha fin, like one of these old-timey people who have those like a bouncy thing right there on their dresses. I don't know what those are called. Anyway, I digress into fashion history, and you guys have seen me in the beginning of these videos, and you know that I am pretty much wearing the same thing every day, because if you want to learn about fashion, Brady's not the person to do it for you. Third fun thing. Number 1, not a horse. Number 2, men get pregnant. Number 3, curly, awesome tail. Number 4, very fun placement of that fin. Number 5, an ear fin. What? These cats have like this awesome ear fin. Boom, 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 boom. Right? And they fly up. I say fly. What am I talking about? They swim going up. Actually, I think it's crazy. All right. So now we have, for the most part, the shape down of our seahorse. Not a horse. And he's going to have a mouth. I don't know if he's going to do anything exciting with this mouth, but I'll add a little detail in here. Is that what he's making? That noise he's making? He's like, ooh, I'm a seahorse, but not really a horse. I'm tricking everybody. Maybe this is, I'm an existence of deceit. All right, and now, let's see what we got. Now we're going to add some fins here. These guys, these fins, whoa. These guys are fun. Ready? And then you just, man, that's really what they look like. They got fins. They don't even mess around. And these guys are kind of spiky. Down here, we're going to, cool. And then his belly. We're going to have these lines here and here. All right. Okay. Okay. There we go. We're in business now. All right. Totally starting to look like a seahorse. And I got you. You thought I was going to be like, not a seahorse. But I tricked you. I'm going to put another eye over here just because that's totally not anatomically correct. But I think he just looks better that way. So, you know what I do? I am going to break some rules because I'm allowed to do that. Because you can break rules in art. It's totally okay. Here we go. I'm going to put a little bit more pizzazz on these fins here. All right. So, more or less a seahorse, right? What do we need now? And all the crowd says, pizzazz, Brady, we need more pizzazz. I'm like, we do. All right, what are we going to do? So I'm thinking he needs to hold on to something. He's got his little tail. He needs to hold on to something. So what is he going to hold on to? He's going to hold on. He's got a pen. He's got, maybe he is holding on to, because we're artists here, right? Between me and you, we are artists. And we're going to hold a pencil. But, okay, we got this pencil here we're holding. And, see how, so I drew the pencil, then I've got to draw around it. Okay, because this pencil's going to go out like this, and this is about perspective. And that day, we will learn about perspective someday later, not today. Because Super fun. All right, so he's going to go this way. So whenever I wrap my tail around my pen, it kind of twists, right? So I'm going to make a little bit of a twist. And I'm going to throw, so this is that side. And he's going to go, and then he's going to go up like that. Cool. All right, and so this one, it looks too, I'm gonna bring, see that the gap is a little too fat right there? I'm gonna make it look like it's touching the pencil, and so that way it looks tighter. All right, great. So we got this guy here, and so we're gonna put some more of these kinds of shapes to say, I am a seahorse with a textured tail. My tail is textured. Oh, Roger, stop talking about my beautiful textured tail. And it's like, but it just is. It just is, Margaret. Margaret, your tail is so beautiful. And I'm like, oh, well, thank you. Okay, so there we go. But that's not enough. Well, we need something hanging off of this seahorse, because this horse is looking that way, and not a horse. And so we can say, ooh, how about a seahorse? Did you see what I did there? I made for you a small joke. This is because now the C, the letter C, is kind of stuck between this pencil. So I'm going to make this pencil go farther so that it looks like I've got a pencil. All right. So we're going to have a C. I'm still making a joke. Okay, we're going to make a seahorse here. All right, so he's going to, horse. He's going to be, horses have ears, like so many animals. We're going to have this, he's going to have like this kind of nose. And then he's got an eye and a majestic mane. All right, and then he's got a majestic tail that can be braided by young girls, because that's what we love is horses and horsetails. Okay, like a ponytail. Ah, whoa, whoa, whoa! I just got that joke. I had no idea why ponytails were called ponytails. Whoa, whoa, whoa! That is outstanding. I just learned something just now. Okay, a ponytail, like a ponytail. Look at that, you guys. See, correctly named. Liar named. Correctly named ponytail because it looks like a pony and attached to an actual pony. Seahorse, not a horse. I'm here for truth. None of this fibbery. Okay, so we have a seahorse holding a seahorse, looking at a horse, because he sees a horse, right? So he's going to have a horse over here. And this horse is going to be like, what's up, seahorse? And then he's like, you really are a seahorse. And he's like, I know, I'm totally a seahorse. I'm a real horse. And he's like, oh, you're a real horse? And he's like, yeah. And like, man, it must be awesome to be a real horse. I want to be a real horse. Kind of like, I want to be a real boy. And he's like, that's cool. Being a real horse is pretty awesome, but I can't hang on to false horses like you can. And he's like, but you know, horses, as a general rule, it's pretty cool, quite majestic. Sometimes carry maidens and knights into battle. Here we go. So he sees a horse, and so right, here we go. You follow my joke? A seahorse holding a seahorse who sees a horse on a, what's he on? He's on a C. Okay. Let's see what we're doing. We're gonna go. This seahorse is seeing a horse on. Oh, are you guys ready for this? This, sir, is a slant rhyme on a seahorse. And I don't know. This one may be a little kooky, Brady. That one's like, no, it's totally cool. And you're like, I don't know, man. This one could be a little nutty. Maybe this one isn't going to be funny, but I think it's funny. And why do I draw? I draw mostly to entertain myself, which is evidenced by the fact that I'm sitting here by myself, drawing and talking into nothing. So I stand here and talk to myself out loud. And you think you're crazy. Don't, because this is what I do. So a hearse is it's what you carry coffins in. And there's not meant to be dark, it's meant to just be a slant rhyme. So don't take it too dark. But this is a hearse, and a hearse is a special kind of car that carries coffins. Coffins, as we probably all know, are full of dead people. Usually a dead person, because like we don't share coffins, because that's like a selfish thing. We're like, dude, I'm dead in here and you cannot be. So we're not about sharing when we're dead. I guess it's a special time. It's like your birthday. You don't share your birthday. Don't share your coffin. I'm gonna stop talking. There we go. So, but he's on a hearse. No, it's a seahorse. All right, he's in the ocean and he's got a flag. What are you talking about, flag? He's got a sail, right? Woo! Because it's a sailing seahorse. And there we go. And that guy is being driven by the horse, which is attached to his foot, so he can drive. And this guy's also got an outboard motor, because sometimes it's not windy out. And the seahorse is like, hey, totally cool. There's no wind, because I've got an outboard motor. You know, he's got 2 outboard motors, because this is a speedy seahorse. He's like, no. And he's like, he's flying in the water. He's like, wah. You know, and this guy's just like, wah. You know, and this horse here, the actual horse is like, whoa, man, this is fast. And the seahorse is like, dude, you're a horse. You are made literally to go fast. And he's like, I know I go fast, but I don't go as fast as you, because you have 2 outboard motors that are flying and hauling in the ocean, and there is waves. And he's like, be quiet, horse. Don't be such a scaredy. He's like, I'm afraid of the sea. And he's like, I'm not a real seahorse. I'm just a I'm a horse on a seahorse. Man. Oh, I really feel like this is a good one. I feel like this is maybe a museum. This is a museum quality piece right here. Look at this. Okay, well, I am now, hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ink all of this, but I'm going to ink all of it in another video. So if you're interested in how to ink all of this stuff, very detailed, in another video. If not, then just watch this one, because I'll do it super fast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up and a like. Thumbs up, because I love affirmation. Give me a follow, subscribe, so that I know that, hey, I should keep doing this and keep talking to myself and drawing. Bye!